Download the BCSN Plus app today. Visit bcsnnation.com for details.
Literally, yes, it's ring season in Columbus. As the Buckeyes were showing off their jewelry today, the national champs got their rings during the spring game. In the first quarter, Scarlet trailing 3-0 until the handoff goes to C.J. Donaldson. The transfer running back from West Virginia has the game's first touchdown. Next possession, Scarlet moving the ball again. Julian Sayin looked pretty good in the first half, connects with tight end Max Clare. Offense leading 14-3. Second quarter, familiar name, different person though. Freshman running back Bo Jackson burst through for the short touchdown. He had 88 yards of rushing. Second half, it's time to open up the passing game. Lincoln Keen-Holtz finds Mylan Graham over the middle, runs away from the defense, a 49-yard score, as the sophomore could be the third receiver this fall, but true freshman Quincy Porter also opening eyes, already lost his black stripe. Had 4 catches for 50 yards. This one helped set up a field goal as the Scarlet adds a late score to win big, 50-31. And while no one was expecting the starting quarterback to emerge in front of 40,000 and change today, Mark Coons reports the race remains wide open.
A week ago, the buzz had Lincoln Keen-Holtz surpassing Julian Sayin in the race to replace Will Howard as Ohio State's starting quarterback. In fact, Keen-Holtz, the redshirt sophomore, did start the spring game, but the Scarlet went 3 and out, earning points for the gray team, the defense. And when Julian Sayin came in, the offense seemingly moved the ball a little bit better, particularly in the first half. In the end, the numbers were similar. Sayin, 17 of 24, 175 yards and a touchdown pass. Keen-Holtz, 12 of 18, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I felt like, Lincoln settled down after the first drive or so, made some nice throws. But I thought Julian, for the most part, early on was in rhythm and moved the team down the field for a couple touchdowns, which was good. Made some nice throws. There's certainly a lot to grow from, and this is why we did this. You can see it was a fairly significant emphasis on throwing the ball to see how the quarterbacks were going to respond. And so we'll use this as another evaluation tool because right from the jump, from when we got off the bus to when we just finished there, I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we did the spring game. I wasn't sure, but it was definitely the right thing to do. I wish we could have stayed out there for another 4 hours and gotten these reps and getting these guys some work at all positions, but most importantly at quarterback. We have to continue to play 11-on-11 football. And you can see the growth. You saw some growth even in the short amount of time that you guys were able to watch some of the practice this spring. We have the ability to watch them on a daily basis, see them grow. And I wish I could say, hey, we need to get better at like 1, 2, and 3, but I know we just need to play football with these guys. We're young. We have a lot to work on, but I will say there was growth today.
And while Day saw what he wanted to see from the quarterback position, the same can't be said for defensive line, as the Buckeyes are replacing all 4 starters from last year's team and expect to take a look in the portal when it reopens next week.
I think we got to take a hard look at it. Yeah, I don't think I have the answer right now, but we got to look at it. It seemed to me like there was just a lot of knockback on the offensive side of the ball here, but then again, I don't want to make any judgments, so I watched the film.
And it was a philosophical Ryan Day following the spring game.
We lost talent, but more importantly, we lost experience. We're still talented, but we lost the experience. And every time you go out there, you're either remembering or you're learning. We have a lot of guys learning right now. We do.
Spring game, more like ring game, as some of the Ohio State seniors from last year's national champions received their rings during today's game.
They came in as young men, and now they're men, and you just see them, and you just makes you smile. Not only are they going to be great football players in the NFL, but they're going to be great citizens, great ambassadors of Ohio State, great husbands, great dads, and they're champions. So, it puts a smile on your face when you see it.
So that puts a wrap on the spring for Ohio State, as the defending national champions will open up defense of that crown right here in the shoe August 30th when they take on a familiar foe, the Texas Longhorns. In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.